This is the Positivity in Pregnancy and Motherhood podcast. My name is Jocelyn. I am the host and creator of this podcast, and I have found pregnancy to be a very difficult season for me. Way harder than I thought it was going to be, and it has tried me in all the ways. There have been times when I have just craved encouragement, where I craved someone cheering for me in pregnancy. Pregnancy can feel very lonely. Today I'm going to share with you a letter that is hypothetically written from one of your trusted friends. Maybe that's a mom, maybe it's someone you admire, a family friend, maybe it's someone you don't know, but someone that you admire. I do have a couple of those in my life. Nonetheless, this letter from this trusted friend will give you encouragement for any phase of pregnancy that you are in. Let's jump into it. Hi, I'm Jocelyn, fellow mom of 5 and host of the Positivity in Pregnancy and Motherhood podcast. I help pregnant women and mothers to find the positivity in their season of life through changing their thoughts to work for them and not against them. I help mothers find the small, doable steps in thought and action without making drastic changes to their everyday mom life. And I can help you. Let's find positivity during our pregnancies and in our motherhood together. Thanks for joining. Something that can help our mental health, especially if your love language is words, is when you hear positive things that encourage you. And as you hear more positive things that encourage you, it helps you to think more positively. And so I had the idea to write a letter from the perspective of an older woman, like an older trusted friend, family member, or someone you admire, as I mentioned at the beginning of the episode, that can encourage you in your pregnancy. And so we are going to get started with that, and then I have a little bit of exciting news that I will mention at the end of this letter. My dearest girl, I sat down this morning with my cup of lemon water and your last note in my lap, and my heart just overflowed. You sounded so weary, sweet girl. So honest about the nausea that won't let up. The nights when sleep feels like a stranger, and the quiet fears that creep in when the house is still. I read your words twice, and then I closed my eyes and thanked God for letting me be the one you turn to, because I have been exactly where you are. I know the weight you're carrying, not just the beautiful roundness of your belly, but the heaviness in your spirit some days. And I want you to hear me clearly, as if I were sitting right there beside you, on your couch, holding your hand. This hard season is real, but it is not the whole story. Joy is waiting for you inside it, and you are going to find it. I believe that with every beat of my old heart. When I was pregnant with my first, I thought I might lose my mind. The smell of certain foods made me run for the bathroom. My back ached by noon, and I lay awake wondering if I would ever feel like myself again. I remember whispering to my husband one night, tears on my pillow, I don't know if I can do this. He didn't have the answers, but God did. And He has the same tender answers for you right now. I want you to hear this from someone who has walked every mile of this road. Pregnancy is not a test you have to pass perfectly. It is a holy season, messy and miraculous at the same time. Your body is doing something extraordinary, knitting together a tiny person with fingerprints and a laugh that will one day fill your kitchen. That is not small. That is the kind of work only God could dream up. And He is not only watching from a distance, dear one, He is right there with you in the 3 a.m. bathroom runs. He is the steady hand on your lower back when the pain comes. He is the quiet whisper in your heart that says, I've got you and this baby both. I learned something in those long months that I wish someone had told me earlier. Joy doesn't always arrive with trumpets and sunshine. Sometimes it shows up in the smallest things. The first time I felt my daughter kick, I was standing at the sink washing dishes, and I gasped so loudly my husband came running. That little flutter, it wasn't much, but it was enough to remind me that life was happening inside me. I started keeping a little notebook by my bed. Every night I wrote down one thing I was grateful for, even if it was as simple as, I kept down 3 crackers today. Or, the sun came through the window and felt warm on my face. Those tiny lines of gratitude changed everything. They didn't take the hard away, but they made room for the sweet. And you could do the same, my sweet girl. Even on the days when your pen shakes a little, just one line, God will multiply it. I also want you to know that the fear you feel is normal. Every mother I've known has carried some version of it. The worry about labor, about being enough, about what kind of world we're bringing this child into. I carried it too. But here's what I learned after 3 babies and decades of watching my children grow. God does not give us the strength for the whole journey all at once. He gives us the strength for today, for this hour, for the next contraction of doubt or the next wave of exhaustion. And He is so faithful. Remember that verse you and I talked about once? He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion. That promise is for your body, for your baby, and for your heart. He started this life inside you, and He will not walk away now. You are already a wonderful mother, even in the middle of the hard. The way you're protecting your rest, the way you're eating what you can, the way you're still showing up for your husband, your work, your kids, and your quiet prayers, that is mothering. That is love in action, and I am so proud of you. I have watched you grow from the bright-eyed young woman who used to sit across from me at my kitchen table into this strong, brave soul who is carrying new life. You have always had a quiet still in you. I see it now more than ever. This season will not break you. It will shape you into an even more beautiful version of the woman God created you to be. So here's my gentle challenge to you. My love, look for the joy on purpose. Let yourself marvel at the way your skin glows some mornings. Play the music that makes you feel peaceful and rest your hands on your belly while you listen. Buy the ridiculously soft onesie that makes you smile, even if it's too early. Talk to your baby out loud. Tell him or her how loved they already are. These small things are not silly. They are sacred. They are the way we partner with God in welcoming this little one. And when the hard days come, and they will, call me. Text me at any hour. I will pray for you right then and there. I will remind you again that you are not alone. You have a whole cloud of witnesses cheering you on, your family, your church, the generations of women who have done this before you, and most of all, the God who formed you, and this baby in secret places. Sweet girl, you can do this. Not because you are Superwoman, but because the same God who parted the seas and raised the dead is helping you in this ordinary, extraordinary season. He sees every tear. He counts every weary step, and He is turning it all into something breathtakingly good. I am holding you in my prayers every single day. I cannot wait to meet this little miracle and to watch you step into motherhood with the same grace and strength I already see in you. You are going to be more than enough for all your kids and this sweet little baby. With all my love and every confidence in you, your trusted friend. I hope that you'll carry this letter. Maybe re-listen to it when you're feeling doubt, when you're feeling discouraged, when you're feeling like you can't do it. Give it another listen, because words have an effect. The words we listen to, the words we circulate in our minds, they have power to change who we are for the better. And if we can write down the gratitude, as was mentioned in this little letter, it can change your attitude. These little things that you do implement and circulate in your mind will make a difference. One exciting thing that I have on the horizon that I will at least have the digital copy ready for tomorrow is some affirmations. Some printable affirmations. I am going to have 12 affirmations in each set. And right now I will have 2 sets available. One set is more focused on pregnancy, and one set of affirmation cards is focused more on like God in your pregnancy. So it just depends on what you want. They're both going to be useful. There will be 6 on each page, and you can print them out, cut them out, and display them all around your house to help you to find more positivity during this pregnancy. Because pregnancy affirmations lead to mindset domination. And as you surround yourself with physical reminders like these, it can really help you. One of my goals, and something I will be working on, is making it possible to mail these affirmation cards. So if you like snail mail, if you like getting letters in the mail, I really am wanting to make a physical product that you could buy of them coming in the mail. They would already be cut and made out of thicker paper, a little nicer, and you get something exciting in the mail. These are also good for all of pregnancy, but as always can help a little more when you're in that awful morning sick phase and at the end where it's just hard to get through the days. So check my website, Positivity in Pregnancy, for the digital download, and stay tuned for the physical product, which will hopefully, I don't know how long it takes to figure all that out, but hopefully within a couple weeks I can get that on the website as well, so you can get some snail mail from me. In the meantime, keep up the good work, Mama. Keep changing your thoughts for the better so that you can find more joy and happiness. I am cheering for you, your family is cheering for you, and God is cheering for you in these endeavors. Until next time. I got that whole episode recorded and I realized that I didn't put something I wanted to in there. I wanted to let you know that I did use an AI website to help in the formation of that letter. I did go through and edit it some and whatnot, but I did use AI to help me in that. I personally like to know when people use AI. It was me reading the letter, but I did use AI to help me to form the letter with some of the wording. So there's that. You know what I did and what I used, and it still is an encouraging, amazing letter, and I hope you use it to find more positivity in your pregnancy. Thank you for being a part of the Positivity in Pregnancy and Motherhood podcast, for listening, for sharing, and most of all, for applying these tools into your own life to improve your own happiness so that you can find your own better thoughts and becoming the mother that you desire to be through taking small steps in thought and action to reach your goals. If you are a mother who has an inner desire to enjoy motherhood and pregnancy better, but you are having difficulty figuring it out, I can help you. Thanks for joining. Reach out, let's connect, and let's see you move forward in your motherhood. My name is Jocelyn, and I thank you for listening. Until next time.